Taraji Henderson exposes Nia Long. After biting her tongue and holding in the dark truth for a while, Taraji Henderson has officially come out to expose her longtime affiliate Nia Long. It appears there has been a serious tension between Nia Long and Taraji for a while now, and it all started when Nia Long tried stealing her role and actually succeeded. Unfortunately, Taraji had been struggling in her career recently, as Hollywood has been putting her on the back burner, and many people are starting to say that she's washed up because she hasn't got any big roles in the last few years. But Taraji has something for all of her haters, and she came out to expose, low-key, her biggest hater, Nia Long, the woman who helped tarnish Taraji's career. Taraji is sick and tired of this, and she's come out to let the industry know. Her most recent reaction has the media going wild, and I can only wonder how Nia Long feels after seeing this. I'm sure she's fired up because Taraji goes off on her. Honestly, I look at Nia Long different after hearing this. I can only wonder how Nia Long feels. There's obviously a lot to get into today with all that's going on in the industry and all the celebrity reactions to the tension between Taraji Henderson and Nia Long. But today, we'll mainly be sticking to Taraji P. Henderson exposes Nia Long, because this is the talk of the town. Nobody expected Taraji Henderson to come out and say this publicly for everyone to hear. Like I said, there's a lot to get into today, so be sure to stick around and watch this video until the end as we get into things one detail at a time. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss a thing. Thanks for stopping by today and visiting us at Hollywood Exposed. We post daily Hollywood celebrity content that you really should know about if you're a fan. For more content like this, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment keyword Taraji to enter our giveaway. Now, let's jump into this video and take a closer look at Taraji P. Henderson exposes Nia Long. Alright, grab your popcorn because we're about to unpack some Hollywood drama with two absolute icons, Taraji P. Henson and Nia Long. And yes, there's tension, there's shade, and there's a whole lot of Hollywood weirdness. Tension between Taraji Henderson and Nia Long gets real. According to the internet streets and, a few spicy interviews, there's been some low-key tension bubbling for years. The moment that lit the fire, when Nia Long allegedly tried to slide in and take a role that was originally meant for Taraji. Yeah, that happened. Word is Nia was eyeing a role that Taraji was either already casted in or heavily in the running for. Now, in Hollywood, this kind of stuff happens all the time, but when two queens with a history suddenly get wrapped up in the same project, people start asking questions. Taraji's fans weren't having it, and Taraji herself, she went off on Nia Long, and let's just say she dropped some very interesting quotes about certain actresses not supporting each other. They originally crossed paths early in their careers, same auditions, same events, same industry lanes. Both were rising stars in the early 2000s, but they came up very differently. Nia Long had already been crushing it in movies like Boys in the Hood and The Best Man, while Taraji was still hustling for recognition, raising her son and trying to get noticed in an industry that barely threw crumbs her way. Which leads us to why people say Taraji's career is falling apart. First of all, chill. Taraji's still Taraji, but let's be real. She hasn't had a mega hit like Empire in a minute. People expected her to ride that Cookie Leon wave into Marvel movies or Oscar-worthy films, and when that didn't happen, the haters came out the woodwork. They're pointing to fewer roles, smaller projects, and her emotional interviews about being underpaid and overlooked. And sadly, that's the cold reality for so many black actresses in Hollywood. Now, here's where it gets real sad. Taraji has cried publicly over the disrespect she's received. She's opened up about mental health, about being exhausted, about carrying a whole show on her back and still not getting the bag she deserved. This isn't just a Hollywood story. It's a human story. A woman who gave her all and still got side-eyed by the industry. But let's not forget, Taraji's story started with nothing. She was a single mom living in a rough part of DC and hustled her way into Howard University with her son in tow. She worked on cruise ships, auditioned like crazy, and finally got her big break in Baby Boy. From there, Oscars, Emmys, legend status. That's a rag to riches story if I've ever heard one. So yeah, there's tension, yeah, Hollywood's been shady, but don't count Taraji out. If there's one thing she's good at, it's turning pain into power, and the next chapter of her story might just be the biggest plot twist yet.